Hey guys, Wyatt here. I just wanted to go over this little bench build my buddy Bubba, my roommate Jordan, and I did here recently. I got moved down here and I've been working off of a little plastic folding table for a few days and I kind of got fed up with this. Like, nope, all right, time for a workbench. So I went to Google, got some inspiration, and got to work. It's a pretty simple design. Put my own little touches on it with the half bottom shelf. You'll see it's bar stool height at the top. So I wanted to have a little room to slide bar stools underneath of it. So that's kind of the main reason for the half bench back there in the bottom. But to each their own. Bub and I are just kind of zipping this thing together, the main frame of it, and getting the supports cut here in a second. Pretty straightforward build, really easy. If anyone's interested, I'll give them any advice I can. I would definitely do a few things different if I did it again, but I mean, I think that goes without saying on pretty much any project you do yourself. But you live and learn. So this was kind of funny. We had to cut our plywood top to size, of course, but I didn't have a chalk line, so we just used a 2x4 to get a semi-straight line. We thought about the tie strap idea, but it was so crooked, like there's no way it would have looked remotely straight. So back to the 2x4, try to get a decent line. And then we'll recruit Jordy out here to come hold it and try to cut this thing. And little cut action. Turns out the bar stool height's a little too high to cut, so we had to take it out to the garden trailer sawhorse. And we'll buzz it off. Fairly straight, I think. Good enough for the fat girls it's for, right? Bench on looks good. And then we jump right into the wood burning process of it. This is something I kind of, I don't know, thought would look kind of cool, but I was a little nervous. I've never done this before. So I bought a torch, got a little piece of scrap 2x4 and started torching. And turned out okay. So I just went straight to the bench and started kind of working my way up the thing and trying to make it look somewhat decent.
Oh shit.
The bottom piece here has a lot of natural wood grain showing through, so it was really easy to make that piece look good. Obviously, the wood's going to work for me. I just have to darken it and bring out that pattern. The top board, as you can see, is pretty plain, so I had to kind of improvise to try to make that look cool. But definitely going forward, or if I did it again, or any advice, definitely shop for lumber that has the wood grain pattern visible in it if you plan on doing any kind of like wood burning or anything like that to it. If you're just going to build a shop bench, then obviously not necessary, but we went extra, a little bougie. So, and then the top piece, I just kind of try to do random patterns and not make it all look the same to try to break it up. And of course, the other leg, we did the back sides and the sides of the bench, like every part of the 2x4 that you'd see that isn't covered up by a panel is burnt. It looks pretty cool. But I won't show you all that because it'd take too dang long. So just the fronts and the legs. So we'll get those buttoned up, and then it's time for some LED lights. These are the same LED rope lights that I have in the Buell bus. They were like $40 for 33 feet, I think. They're super bright. They're really fun. They're color changing. They run from a remote. You can make them react to the sound of music, which is cool. So definitely recommend. I mean, not necessary for a workbench in a garage, but they're kind of cool at night. So whatever. Get these hung. I had some cable ties that have a place for a screw that you screw into the wood and then they hang the cable tie, which has been a lot faster, but these fasteners came with the lights, so I figured I would just use those. But I ran out and used the cable ties anyway, so. Okay, and then this bench got outlets. Those are pretty cool. This is the second outlet attempt. The first one went terrible. I recorded it, but it was so embarrassing. I just got excited. I just cut in the middle of my mark, and it took me forever to cut the hole for the outlet. So this one, you live and learn. Oh, listen to this, it's kind of funny. I just thought the tapping the hammer at 800% video feed was kind of funny. But yeah, so the outlet process, definitely learning curve there too, but got it to work and got it in there. For the power to the bench, I've got a surge protector on the other side of that 2x4 that I'm working on. And then I just took a 6-foot drop cord to each end and then ran it up underneath and then ran it over to the outlet and then cut off the female end, cut back the sheathing, and then peeled it apart. And then I didn't know how, so I just Googled it, how to connect an outlet. Never done it before. Super easy. Connect the wires to it. And then Jordy's going to tighten it down for me. Big shout out to Jordy and Bubba for helping me. This thing would have taken at least twice as long without their help, so I really appreciate your help, guys. I'll get this outlet tucked in here. The nice shop-looking metal face cover on it. Jordy's going to bring out a lamp. Let's see if it works. Oh, ta-da. Real nice.